Good day, brethren. I'm here in Johannesburg on holiday here with my daughters, and I have some breaking news for you. Jewish Messiah been revealed today on Purim, and here we see in the previous headlines, Jewish Messiah to be revealed at Purim and worldwide. Mystic Rabbi Atzi, very soon Messiah will reveal to everyone. Let's go there. It says further here, revered Rabbi says Messiah, Antichrist here now and will appear on Purim 2010. Now I just want to take you to a clip. What does Israel say? What does Israel say? When will Israel, how will we know when the Messiah comes? And this is a clip by a Jewish person, what to expect.
When the Messiah comes.
How will we know?
Yeah.
It says in the Rambam, Shivud Malchiot Buvad. And that means that when the kingship returns to Israel, and that there's no, practically means when militarily and politically Israel is secure. Then we'll know that the Mashiach is coming.
So if we install a kingship now, that means the Messiah should come, or?
No.
Okay.
No, we don't install it. It's not up to us to bring it about.
How?
Rather, we'll know by the success of the Messiah. If the Messiah is successful in bringing about world peace, and where Israel is recognized by the nations, then we'll know that he is the Messiah. He has to prove himself.
So only after, even if somebody claims, only by his success rates.
Right. Clinical success is the final test. That's what we say in medicine.
Okay.
The final test has come. Donald Proof has proved in so far. You recognize Jerusalem as the capital city. And he's setting also the peace process up on the election day. And next, he now, all of a sudden, he recognized the Golan Heights people as legitimate to Israel. Now I want you to take you to the sources. Trump says it's time to recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights. So here you see a picture of the snow-white Golan Heights. View snow cover from Mount Hermon in the Golan Heights in northern Israel. What is the Golan Heights to do with this? To see a picture. Mount Hermon is a place of extreme spiritual significance, and here we can see the UN outpost, on the Golan Heights at Mount Hermon. What is so interesting about Mount Hermon, and why would the UN have a post out there? Very interesting, people. As I said, Mount Hermon is a place of extreme spiritual significance. Not only is it a place where fallen angels landed when they fell, but it's also the place where Jesus Christ made the proclamation that he is the Messiah right there on Satan's domain. This is where the fallen angels landed. And this is very, very interesting. Very extremely interesting. Let's go further on Trump's visit there. What does he further say? In major shift, Trump says U.S. Where is it now? In major shift, Trump says the U.S. should recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights. Yeah. A tweet from the president reverses decades of U.S. Middle East policy to recognize Israel's claim to the strategic plateau captured from Syria in 1967 Six-Day War. President Trump said on Thursday, that was yesterday, that the time has come to fully recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights in another monumental shift in the U.S. Mid-East policy by his administration. After 52 years, it is time for the United States to fully recognize, it's never been recognized, to fully recognize Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights, which is a critical strategic and security importance to the state of Israel and regional stability, Trump tweeted. We heard what that man said. It's testing time. See if he will pass. And Trump is passing that. That is how they will recognize their Messiah. Here's the Messiah, the Antichrist, can only reveal himself after the fall away, after the rapture. That is biblically what it says. Right? But in the meantime, the Messiah, their Messiah, revealed himself today on Purim. Let's go a little bit further there. Israel lawmakers welcome Trump's golden recognition. Israel lawmakers welcome Trump's golden recognition as historic and brave. You see, historic and brave. Certain center of right-wing politicians hail dramatic U.S. announcement, but union of right-wing parties warn it shouldn't blind Israel in a run-up to a peace plan rollout. And here you see Netanyahu and his team. Yeah, and it's U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham led Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the U.S. Ambassador in Chief David Friedman right on tour. So there you have it. There you have it. The latest Trump tweets. Okay, this is quite abrupt, as I say. The latest Trump tweet, abrupt shift on the Golan Heights. And here we can see Mr. Pomp, what is from late Rabbi of the Western Wall, that's Rabbi Switz, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and the Israel Prime Minister Benjamin visit the Western Wall in Jerusalem on March 21st, 2009, right on the feast of Purim. How amazing is that? The Jewish Messiah being revealed today to the Jews on Purim. What amazing turn of events. I just want you to take note that the Jews expect two Messiahs, Ben Joseph and Ben David. According to the Jews, Ben David comes first. And that is the same two beasts that we find in Revelation 13, the first beast and the second beast. The second beast would be Ben Joseph, and the first beast would be Ben David. The second beast will rule first for the first 3.5 years, and the first beast will rule the next 3.5 years. The second beast will be a spokesman for the first beast. Both the first beast and second beast is on the scene. The two messiahs is on the scene. However, the second beast, that's Ben Joseph, will be a spokesman for the first beast. Jesus came 27 AD. That was the first coming. He came then as the suffering servant Ben Joseph. Now Joseph was the son of Jacob, who was one of the 12 tribes. Joseph was a type of Jesus. And while the Jews did not receive Jesus, Yeshua, as the Messiah, they rejected him. And Jesus did say they will receive another. They will receive another. And of course they will receive another, and he will be the false Messiah. But today the the Jewish Messiah have been revealed on Purim. So I also would like you to what's his name? There's a question here. Is Donald Christ the Messiah? Yes, he was been revealed today. Truly, he was being revealed today. But nevertheless, I also want you to go to my my page, visit my channel. You'll find there's a two messiahs. This video goes hand in hand. Put it down. The two messiahs, Ben Joseph, Trump, and Ben David Barak. Is the two messiahs. Well, there will be a lot of disagreement about that, but Ben Joseph, the Jewish Messiah, have been revealed today on Purim, as I stated in the video. So please do watch my other videos, very interesting videos here, the two beasts, false messiahs, of Revelation 13, the Antichrist and false prophet is from Christian nation. All U.S. presidents all presidents of the world have a covenant with Satan. And yeah, the third temple for the Antichrist, the two messiahs, how old is the earth, and then also Satan's final kingdom identify. This one will tell you that the Pope is not the false prophet. There you have it, the Jewish Messiah being revealed today. Amen. Be blessed. Thanks for watching.